Hey guys, I think it's time for another testimony.
With our guest commentator, Dejimon.
Are we on part 4, case 4 yet?
No.
No.
Well, no, you said
Almost.
I misheard. Okay, forgive me for being imperfect.
You gave him the
May I
false
remind
hope
you
that
this
we
is
were
a
out of
murder
this
trial?
case.
We will hear your testimony.
Although, you know what?
To be fair,
yeah, this is actually about a murder. I forgot.
Although, you know what? To be fair, this is actually the better half of this case, as last part has shown us.
I agree.
Tail brings up another good point. This episode goes on such wild tangents that it's easy to forget where you even are.
It's because of the political subtext. Sadly, it drowns out the actual murder on a lot of occasions.
Wait, political subtext? What?
The Borginian situation drove the smuggling of a cocoon, the fact that... Okay,
Anyway, testimony time.
Yes, I was above the
Hold on.
ceiling when I heard the voice.
Whoa, Jesus, the image.
God, she looks creepy there. I had
Yeah.
heard that there was a small window there before. I was in the middle of my performance. I had no time to report what I had heard. Well, we can definitely tell that Machi could have fit in that elevator if she could fit in. She ain't short. As to why I was there, I cannot say. I am bound to secrecy on this matter. She's actually not lying.
Sorry. Well, yes, but unfortunately in a court of law like this, you cannot...
Bound
keep
to
up
secrecy?
that. Yeah.
In my line of work, one has many obligations to uphold.
You're in a court of law. Obligations mean shit. But you say you were in the middle of your performance. So this did happen during the second set.
Aha!
The judge is working it out.
I did not witness the crime. You must understand, but I
Please
definitely
understand.
heard it. I only know what I heard.
I think we understood you the last 55 times, Miss Lam.
Just recapping in case someone in the court tries to take it out of context.
Yes, but you must tell us what you were doing, in detail.
Yeah,
Well, isn't
actually,
that what a
I forgot...
cross-examination is
Oh, hold
for?
on.
That's what the cross-examination is for, yeah, head for head.
Eh.
Our mission in this court is to discern the truth.
You've been ragging on us throughout the entire case. And
No
now you're
obligation,
bringing back the whole...
no binding pact may hinder that mission.
Well, you've been trying to... You've been doing hindering stuff since the start. Very well. Mr. Justice, you may begin the cross-examination.
Yeah, okay, question. I forgot if they answered already. I may have missed it. Do we know why she crawled in the vent?
It was part
Well,
of the performance.
I mean, we know that
it's
she mistook it
magic.
for the small window, but...
You'll see why.
I'm going to find out the truth. This looks like this should be in the trailer. What are you gonna do, Apollo? Find out the truth. Boom.
Oh, yeah.
So wait, guys, I guess you can say that justice is blind. Come on! Look, this case is mediocre.
It's okay, Deds. It's okay, Deds. The
I
crickets are
would
enjoying
watch
it.
the Daredevil 2003 movie over
Anyway,
this.
blah 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 blah.
I guess I should have seen that coming.
Anyway,
Oh.
you cannot
well-
say, eh?
What are you going to present, Drew?
I'll speak. I'll try and speak for her. First of all, I gotta find the right evidence. I don't want to pick the wrong one.
Yeah, Top's report.
This one, by any chance? Objection! Lamiroir, truth be told, the reason for your presence above that ceiling is quite clear.
Oh god, we're gonna watch this stupid video again.
Especially when you consider what happened during your performance.
Maybe.
Oh my god, you guys aren't answering. This is bad. No.
What happened?
Allow me to play this video again.
No.
Yes, it's all right here on this video.
Sorry, Deji.
Have a look.
Oh.
Oh, Clavius had a really bad tan. He's turned into a carrot.
He fell asleep in the sun.
How bad does this look on the DS?
Yeah, I guess you could say it looks better on the DS, if only because, you know, it suits the measures it was made for. As for when it came out on the DS, this actually looked pretty good for a 3D video. Again, it's so ironic how, in the 3DS trilogy, well, not so much in 3DS trilogy, but in the 3DS games it's the opposite, where the 3D models are the norm and it's the 2D stuff that's cutscene only.
Alright.
Also, the song's missing layers.
This song sucks in general. Just
Yeah,
Didn't Shitsukumi write this song?
it really is one of the
No,
cases
but,
where I don't
No.
think the synth works.
As we can see, Lamiroir was clearly not on stage for her entire performance.
Speaking of good music, we have Apollo's theme, thank God.
Mm-hmm.
Literally the best song in this game.
Though it saddens me to be so realistic.
My favorite
for
is
his-
the
for his
Pursuit
attorney
theme.
standards. Lamiroir is incapable of actually vanishing, let alone teleportation.
Yeah.
And
You don't know that.
And the person that we know has done the trick cannot be in trial today.
So the only explanation is that she was hidden from view. And during that time, she moved to the back of the forum.
Oh.
Apollo!
What? I'm not done yet. What, Trucy? I wasn't finished.
That's not nice to reveal a magician's secrets, and it's against the rules.
We're trying to get to the
Are
truth
we
here.
seriously doing this?
It's the principle of the thing.
Screw principles. It's a court of law. I'm obliged to tell the truth. I'm a lawyer. I'm not supposed to be nice.
That's it, Apollo. You tell him.
That's a very
Yes.
real line.
Oh, the edge.
This is all very fascinating. Please stop arguing about the bloody magic circle. But how is it possible?
Prepare to be amazed, Your Honor.
yeah.
There is only 20 seconds between when she disappears and reappears. So unless she's suddenly got supersonic speed,
Well,
she couldn't have moved that fast.
Yes, I
Can you
totally
feel
could
the
not have.
sunshine?
Or, she probably could have stopped time. Ever seen JoJo?
But Clavier is something wrong, Prosecutor Gavin.
Everything is wrong.
This was his concert, his show.
And it was pretty much turned into a circus for a murder.
He knows how the illusion was performed. Why is it
Because-
always one of the worst cases in Ace Attorney involving some sort of magic trick? Aha!
Wait, you're calling the case in Ace Attorney, case 2 of Ace Attorney 6 bad?
Hey!
I haven't seen that. I haven't seen that case.
Alright, then don't speak.
I said I haven't seen it all the way. I'm not judging that.
Well, you said all of them,
I
and
didn't say all of them.
Alright, ladies,
literally-
break it up.
You're
Break it
being
up.
pedantic, Deji.
Here we can trace a route through the ceiling. It goes from the stage, through the backstage, to the rear of the SSMB. I'm sorry, the forum. Oh,
Judge,
sorry.
please.
Sorry.
It's not
I had
that bad
to-
at
I
the
had to
Sonic
fly.
Stadium.
I had a fly.
Unfortunately, the site's not working for me today for some reason.
You
I
and
was on my
Love.
way from the stage to the backstage exit. There was something like a little window there. That's how I saw it. Uh-huh.
She went from the stage to the backstage exit. A perfect description of this route above the ceiling.
Yep.
Lamiroir knew of this because of her part in the illusion.
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Wright, not for nothing, but there's no need to react in my ear. But she wasn't the only one who knew.
Pedro?
What?
Oh.
Yeah.
Just now in the lobby, Machi told me something. Other than I no speak.
Mi no hablo español.
I know.
Siri?
I know if I opening vent. I can leave stage and backstage. That's a really awkward way to move from each end of the stage.
Yes, he did. Oh, were you not informed, Prosecutor Gavin?
Hurts, done it.
It feels so good to be the one who knows what the prosecution does.
I knew about the vanishing act, of course.
Totally.
He's
Sure.
dodging the whole thing.
Yet, I had no idea the route that would be used.
Huh. Interesting.
Why didn't that magician tell me?
Oh.
Because it's magic.
Trucy?
To explain.
Javier, for someone who's apparently really smart, you're not very bright.
Magicians only reveal details of their act on a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know.
Ooh.
So fuck you. I never liked your band.
They're the bread and butter of the magicians.
But Trucy, you said you did. Like, I know what I said.
Thank you, Uncle Valent.
Which is why he bound Lamiroir to secrecy.
Yep.
Well, Lamiroir,
I am impressed, Mr. Attorney. Machi was right about you. Aside from the other things.
I don't think I want to know.
Yeah, you really don't.
So,
Okay,
what
okay.
does this mean? Are you saying you use this route above the ceiling? Yes, Eddie?
Can I just say something about Jova's voice now? It sounds like you're flirting and it makes me feel uncomfortable.
Well, excuse me if I know how to do that kind of voice. It's part of being a
Well,
voice
that's-
actor. You gotta have a lot of range.
But I'm still a little confused.
So am I.
Why is Jova flirting with Dwibs?
What?
Why?
Hold on.
I do not want to think of the kind of future that would provide.
See, sure, aren't you glad that you have me here?
There was very little time between when she disappeared and when she reappeared.
Yes, if it weren't for you, Dej, me and Dwibs would never be shipped.
20 seconds.
Yeah, sure. Especially if she stopped to hear the shooter's voice.
Well,
That's a good question.
That's a good question.
how is she so fast?
Can the witness explain this to the court?
Is there
Well,
like a cart that goes through the backstage? Like
I cannot. It's like a blur to me. A blue blur.
almost like a golf cart type thing?
Very well. Mr. Justice, what did you see Mr. Wright's old shirt? Yeah? It's all up to you. Do your thing.
You have to save the day.
Yeah, okay, medal. Do you?
What thing, Your Honor?
What do you think?
The lawyering thing. Your job.
You need to explain how Lamiroir was able to teleport like she did.
You want me to discover plutonium while I'm at it?
Yes. Or I'm throwing your case out with the bathwater.
Oh,
What?
snap. It's a thing you do after
I
you
know,
take
it's just weird. But,
Why do I get picked on? This Lamiroir isn't going along with the program here.
Because no one likes this game or you. That's why.
Well,
No one
Paul,
likes you
it's
yet,
partly
anyway.
because, you know, you have the burden of proof. As I have stated before,
And can the witness please
I am
wake
not
up?
at liberty to speak of the illusion that night in detail. Look at the bright side, Mr. Justice. At least it allows it so that the prosecution didn't know.
Yeah. Then you'll just have to tell us what you can.
Indeed.
We'll hear your testimony on this.
As you wish.
Mr. Justice, it will be your job to wring the truth out of her.
And I aim to put... Excuse me? Yes, if you would, please. I feel very uncomfortable about this all of a sudden.
Well, tough shit. It's a court of law.
But I'm old enough to be his mother, for Christ's sake.
I feel like a student before finals.
Sit up straight.
You definitely look like one.
It's funny because you can actually have a school outfit for him in the Dual Destinies DLC.
Is it
I mean,
Hold on.
I think Spirit of Justice, actually.
Yeah.
question, Jova? Is it a normal school outfit or is it a reference to rival schools?
If
Let
you're
me
Like
check.
a Batsuichimonji costume?
I guess you could say it's a reference to that. I don't know why
Testimony.
they would reference that. Anyway,
Well, just show me later in like a picture or something.
it's basically a black
looking
Japanese
for it
student
right
outfit.
now.
Thanks, Edge.
There is an emergency exit in the backstage where a stagehand waited.
Also, Jove, I saw what you did there, but don't play with fire, you'll get burned.
From there, one can enter the forum on the opposite side from the stage. Don't worry, Pedro, I brought my coolant.
Oh, that's good then.
The plan was for me to move there in 2 minutes.
But the song didn't last two
I was
minutes.
on my way when I heard the voice.
2 minutes, you say? The mystery deepens.
Indeed it
What you
does,
mean,
Your
because-
Honor.
I suppose it was too much to hope that the judge would come up with something.
Well, the judge can only do so much. He's... reminds me of that one time when the judge actually pieced things together during Recipe and Turnabout.
There you
That's
go.
my curiosity.
And speaking of Recipe of Turnabout, there's also a costume for Phoenix dressed as Tigre and Athena dressed as one of the chefs for that stupid restaurant.
The maid, yeah, the maid outfit.
Also, yesterday's episode, today's Turning Anime is doing Recipe for Turnabout.
And speaking of which, for those who haven't seen it, like I said in the last part, Turnabout Melody is another great original stories episode.
Which also had Phoenix in the school outfit. It all comes together.
It really
I figured it out
does.
already. I am a magician after all.
All right, Trucy.
In
Well,
that
why
case,
don't, why
choose
don't you do it then?
Hurrah!
Haru.
Well, tell me! Oh, let me guess. Magician's Code.
Haru.
Not a chance.
Really? This is embarrassing at this point. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, Trucy, why don't you go back to the law office? You'll be much better. Oh, no, sorry,
Again.
the agency.
I can't
I mean-
reveal another magician's secrets. Come on.
So why the fuck are you here then?
Let's just saying, Trucy, if Apollo discovers it on his own anyway, what's the point of hiding? Literally, you're just delaying the inevitable.
She
For a
really
She's your
stupid
financial
misguided
support.
sense of
You
honor.
to be on my side here!
You know, I actually would like to see a court trial where Trucy herself is the lawyer. Imagine that, a lawyer who's also a magician. Wouldn't that be interesting? And
I'm
then she'd
sorry,
have
no,
to
I mean,
it's
is
just-
it the most out of place thing in Ace Attorney considering the next game has a samurai who's a lawyer?
No, I'm
who's
not
also
saying that,
an
Deji.
inmate.
I'm saying that this behavior of Trucy is just very annoying.
Yes,
Out of
I don't like
nowhere.
Trucy at all.
Oh, I like
No,
Trucy, I
but
just don't like her
but
in
I mean,
this
it's in
case.
contrast of what her character has been up until this point. Not that she was particularly ecstatic to me, but it wasn't that irritating. But now she's withholding vital information that can actually win the case because of a code of honor of her supposed profession.
Again.
Noble but mistaken, and it's very irritating.
To recap, Dej, in the second case, she was helpful enough to the point where she stalled the trial by faking her own kidnapping.
It's just the problem of this case just being overall terribly written.
Yeah, in general, this case is making the worst out of everyone. Gavin, Clavier first, and now Trucy. I'm surprised Apollo hasn't been infected yet.
Well, you know the drill,
Well, there's not
Tio.
much
Even
to
in the
affect
worst of
Apollo.
cases...
Yeah, considering he
having
has
the
no
lawyer-
character in this game at all.
Oh, he has some character. The problem is that character
Anyway,
doesn't
let's
get to
just
shine
focus
out
on
there.
this.
Yes, though I nearly didn't make it in time. You see, I stopped halfway.
Okay, this is something that's a bit odd. Apparently, she went across that ventilation shaft to
But she stopped halfway through.
to try and get to the other end. But I'm not sure if they said it in this bit, but she was apparently singing the whole way. So while she was singing, the entire room must have heard, clunk, clunk, clunk,
Actually,
clunk, clunk.
okay.
If it's a proper concert, Dwibs, I'm probably thinking the song was already set and she was like playbacking.
Also, Dwibs, do not underestimate the power of today's modern techno art with music. Trust me, with a good enough with a good enough sound system, you can edit something to sound gorgeous.
Yeah.
Well,
Even
Mr.
if-
Justice,
Even if it's 9 Inch Nails.
Or K-pop. But I'm joking.
perhaps you have some evidence for us? Shuri's gonna run to your house.
She knows I'm joking.
Something that could explain the description.
It's an internet meme for some reason that people hate K-pop for some reason.
Anyway.
No, I don't
No,
like it.
no. People hate BTS fans.
There's one piece of evidence that explains the discrepancy between video and testimony. My
Imagine.
co-counsel would say it, but she's under some bullshit law. Take that! Lamiroir, do you happen to remember this brooch?
I don't know, maybe you can run it along my hands because I can't see it.
Oops.
Ah, the brooch. We saw that yesterday, did we not?
No comment.
It was found at the scene, Your Honor.
Very disrespectful to the blind person in the witness stand.
Boy, Toph would have a field day with this court.
And you're bringing this up now. Why?
Well, actually, the Toph would be able to tell her to go blind.
I thought we had already determined when that was dropped.
I'm pretty sure
Toph would
pretty
love
boy?
this, honestly.
So did I.
I think Toph would deliberately withheld information just for this,
For the lulz.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Take another look at the video.
No, please.
We gotta have a look at this.
We're good.
Why?
Can we at
No,
least
no,
mute it?
please.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? You know what?
Yes, Pedro?
You know what? Even if the song
Oh,
was
wait.
good,
Here you can see she's wearing the brooch.
It's kind of
I
like
can
Let
also
It
see that I will
Go.
probably not sleep well tonight.
So she is.
Is it just me, or is part of her face clipping through her, cloth there?
Here.
Bit,
Let's look a bit later.
Oh, maybe it's a clue.
even if the song was good,
Wait, Pedro, try and spending an entire day with this case. An entire day.
Did you?
What?
Yes, I did this entire case in one sitting.
Deji, I applaud your bravery, but you probably have only yourself to blame.
Did you
Yeah.
have fun with it, Starlight?
Yes. The brooch disappeared in the short space of 20 seconds.
Okay, this is where things get interesting.
And it takes a full minute to run from the stage to the backstage.
So she couldn't have been there in 20 seconds.
Oh my god, she had a clone!
Which means there could be only one explanation.
She's the
Oh,
time
no.
traveler.
The Lamiroir we see before the Vanishing Act and the Lamiroir we see after
Are complete different people.
are two different people.
Aw, yeah.
So is this the information Trucy was withholding?
What?
Plot twist, it was actually Trucy who was helping out with the act.
I swear to God.
The brooch was found on the floor at the crime scene.
No, wait, that wouldn't make sense if it was Trucy helping out, because she met the magician for the first time.
But, Deji, what
And
if it
not
was
just
all
on the
part of
floor.
trying to keep the act secret? Ha ha ha!
Yeah, no.
But on the
Nah.
floor directly beneath the air vents.
This game is not smart enough to pull that off.
Would that be smart or stupid, I have to wonder.
Lamiroir,
Both.
tell me,
What a paradox.
did you drop the brooch on your way from the stage?
The
to
term you're looking for
backstage?
is oxymoron.
Speaking
At
of
the very moment
morons,
you witnessed the crime.
yes, I think I did.
Order! Prosecutor Gavin!
You got some splaining to do.
Yep.
From your expression, I gather you had no idea this was the case, Judge.
My name's not her.
It's Udgy.
I'm German. I, of course, knew about it.
Isn't he faking his accent?
Who
No,
the
he's
fuck knows? Who
German.
cares?
No, because Francisca's from Germany, and she doesn't really have the accent either.
Yeah, from what I can understand, I'm pretty sure it's about that Clavier just studied in Germany, but doesn't necessarily come
don't get me
there.
wrong.
Yeah, so did Francisca. She studied in Germany as well.
Okay, no. Franziska actually is German.
That the switch and the shooting took
Basically,
place at the
that's
same
just
time.
part of the localization. Originally, in the original Japanese version, she and Manfred von Karma are American. Of course, in this version, they're German.
Oh.
So, I was right. There was a switch.
You were right, Apollo, and nobody had to help you.
There was.
Congrats, Apollo! You did it!
They could have done something like with Dragon Quest and reflect the accent via the dialogue with clever stuff, like kind of like how Dragon Quest usually, changes the word spelling to reflect the way British people pronounce certain words.
Oh no, to be fair, wait, when did the trilogy come out? I'm sure it's
The
like.
trilogy came out 2005 through 2007.
So I'm guessing it's like when they were done with the third game, they were just translating Ace Attorney 4 then. So they couldn't think that far ahead. The original trilogy, they thought far ahead, especially with that joke. Oh my god, I still can't believe that.
It was Grammary?
Yep, that's right. Turns out the fake Lamiroir was actually Valiant Grammary in drag.
So
That's
much cross-dressing.
Quite the illusion, but I still don't get one thing.
How did he get rid
How
of
is
his
his
mustache?
makeup so good?
Oh yeah, true. Could somebody tell me
He
where?
probably used one of those
Fake ones.
rubber masks of Mission Impossible. It pulls dramatically off.
Or maybe this is what Don Paolo's doing these days.
And the boob. You
The
know
switch
what?
happened
How did he
or
do
the
this?
tower rose, correct?
The less said about the boobs, the better.
Wow, he has quite the figure there. That's right.
Even if the song was good, we've heard it so many times at this point that we would
It's
just
so...
be sick.
Yeah.
He just said that like 5 minutes ago.
Wow. Oh god, Apollo.
No, I was trying to say it, but I was interrupted, so.
Besides that, it still applies.
Yeah, I know.
Pretty good.
Oh my.
That's true.
You find the Valiant Grammar Haas, I see.
Come on, Apollo. That's an easy one.
Then why didn't you tell us earlier?
Basically, Teo, this case is a gigantic black hole that sucks away everything in its path. That's the
I
basic.
can see that.
I mean, like I said, I enjoy the second app, but that doesn't salvage the case.
They were just playing a recording.
Dun dun dun.
Great minds think alike, Pedro. Stop smiling.
Uh-oh.
The Gavin is on some kind of air guitar band, Fraulein.
Yeah, who do you think we are, Milli Vanilli?
Oh,
Go on.
you mean I'm wrong?
Yes, you're so wrong.
No, that's wrong!
Still hasn't got as much point as objection, I gotta say.
Yeah,
When we
really
play
doesn't.
a show live, we play live, no record.
Like
Yeah,
I
I don't
said,
believe that.
Ladies and gentlemen,
This is Clive
This-
going
this-
insane.
This case is driving.
Perhaps you can explain.
wow, he's cracked. Very well.
Kill me, please.
Lamiroir, eat a Snickers. Yes, do tell. Add it to your testimony.
Yes, please add it.
Bailiff, will somebody please
Please
get the
remove the
prosecution sedated? I have
Did
to
you
keep
see, guys,
singing, even while I move.
Trucy's joke was just that funny, guys.
I guess.
Totally.
He's been deprived
You
of
were
humor.
singing. See, they were singing, so everyone would be hearing the clunk, clunk, clunk of her feet moving across the ventilation shaft.
Like I said, With modern technology nowadays, music editing can be done even live rather well.
This is how it would probably be done. Oh, sugar, sugar, da, 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 da. Like that.
So I use this. Also, I guess if she was very quiet in the vent.
Oh, wasn't there a moment during the concert where one of the artists fucked up with the tempo?
Yes, there was.
Even while you were crawling up off the ceiling toward the backstage.
There you go.
It's show business. You'd be surprised what a lot of artists have to do. Why should it matter where I sing? When everywhere I go, he's the same darkness.
But it's not
darkness.
only the footsteps.
Deep,
even.
man.
It's so small. The voice, it would sound a lot weirder. It sounds muffled like this.
Again, Dwibs, it's audio editing.
Also, Lamiroir, stop trying to make us guilty for your blindness. Come on, stop manipulating the chord.
I'm not manipulating the chord, I'm just saying what it's like.
That's right. All the children the victim have heard.
You don't have to phrase it like that, though, Lamiroir.
I just felt like phrasing it like
maybe
that.
actually that's what happened. Like the moment the shooting happened was the moment that the one fucked up with the tempo.
Yeah, singing right over their heads.
She was singing right over their heads, after all.
Indeed.
That is right. Trucy, you've made a contribution.
I'm helping.
Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. There.
Poor cat.
You'd have to be pretty hard of hearing to miss someone singing in the ceiling. I'm sweating.
Once again, we cut back to the state of the seat at the garage.
A complete fuck.
This is messed up as the prosecution's head seems to
Clever
be.
might need an intervention.
Are you almost signing yet so Pedro can stop crying?
I'm not crying, I'm
What
laughing.
day?
He's laughing. It's a joy. It's a sense of joy, Dej. Sadistic joy, but I digress.
Deji, it's called performance art.
Feeling joy in the current year.
I know what he means. The old speaker, Apollo.
So you see, Deji, the idea is that I laugh, whereas Jova hiccups. So.
The speaker? The speaker?
The
That's
speaker, indeed.
The speaker was blaring at the time of the murder. Now drinking.
Indeed.
Emma.
That's for monitoring the stage from this room.
Hi Emma, you're stealing this case.
Don't remind me.
Don't worry, Tail,
I've been
she'll be
made the
better in
fool of, and
Honestly?
I've been burned physically by the defense. With an igniter, no less. It pipes in real-time feed from the stage microphones. Hopefully this will be important eventually.
It'll be a while.
Useful for knowing when your set is coming up.
Basically, yeah. Satisfied.
No.
That dressing room was fitted with a large speaker playing direct feed on the stage.
Wow, he really
On
liked
the
your
stage.
joke, Trucy.
Claudia, you okay?
Let's see.
At this
His
point,
guitar's been
Mr.
burned
Gavin
down,
was
his
cool.
reputation may be down the toilet, his best friend may be a murderer. I'm sure he's
That's
Oh
fine.
yeah, he's kind of having a shit day.
At my request. That's why he corrects you, right? That's my headcanon.
So Lamiroir singing in the ceiling.
Yes, singing in the ceiling.
I'm seeing
Sounded just like
in
Lamiroir
the
singing over the
ceiling.
speaker.
See, when you say like that, Apollo, it just sounds completely stupid.
There is a rule that says we can switch out prosecutors, right? Right?
Genius. Her voice was hidden by her voice.
Ding.
Switch
Her
prosecutors.
voice was eaten by her voice.
It's brilliant, 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 brilliant!
Flavia, take your meds.
Lamiroir?
Such a silly day.
I have just remembered something. A new
course you
recipe!
Oh, goody. Miss Useless has remembered something. Go ahead and suck it to us.
Do tell.
Yeah, do tell.
When I heard the noise, the gunshots, yes.
No, the clapping. Of course, to be the fucking gunshots.
They do sound similar.
Yeah,
Well,
it startled me. So I...
bit different, Shuri.
I'm being sarcastic.
So you,
I stopped singing.
Not that anyone could tell anyway. Everyone was already half asleep.
That's relevant. How?
What?
I forgot the words I was supposed to sing.
Oh.
Oh, so you co-wrote the bloody song.
Well,
The other
excuse
time.
me if I was caught off guard by gunshots during my own performance.
Also, when you write a lot of songs, it's hard to remember every single one.
The song
True,
stopped.
true indeed.
Plenty of musicians forget their own lyrics.
Thankfully, it was the very beginning of the second verse. It measured number 64, in fact.
And the song was so shit. I don't know what to tell.
Anyway,
So, not many would notice. It would only be until measure 69 that they would notice.
Forehead! That mixing board, I lent you.
Where is it?
Where is it?
Yes, Batman.
The mixing, huh?
Apollo, please cooperate.
well, to be fair, it's been a couple of days.
Just
Yeah.
makes this case end
That
faster.
machine, Apollo, the one that breaks music into tracks.
The one that's
Yeah,
still
what
in
you
our
said.
chord record, though. I guess we've had this entire time.
Isn't it heavy?
Well, sure, I'm sure it can
yes,
fit.
I completely forgot.
Sure.
We're operating on point-and-click adventure logic.
Sure.
Also,
sure.
Shiroi,
We have-
according to the movie, the evidence is some holographic projection or something.
Sure, here's how it goes. Trucy's magical panties. They can hold that stuff.
Let's take a listen, guys.
Alright.
Alright.
As soon as I press.
Oh, that night in your embrace and blah blah blah. And you stole.
Well, to be fair, this sounds a bit like a theme I would hear in a Yakuza game. Like one of those scenes where Majima or Kiryu have to go to the drink
It
something.
does sound like a boss theme.
Yeah, I think it's time for Ace Attorneys to get a vocal theme.
Yeah,
Just not one like this, please.
maybe something like
Like
Lifelight.
this.
The song just stop there.
Well, snap! It was in front of us the entire time.
Okay.
It does? I must have missed it.
You know what this means, kids. It's time for a minigame.
Yeah.
Oh boy, a minigame's my favorite! Yay!
Yeah.
Guard?
Jesus.
Okay.
This case is making.
Now
this-
who's
this-
lost? Now who's
yeah,
lost their place?
This case is making everyone going insane.
Pleasure.
Oh no, I lost my mind months ago.
Dad, I gotta
Now listen
wonder.
again.
Even I, an Ace Attorney fanatic, didn't try to do this case in one sitting. How did you muster?
It was my day off.
You have my condolences.
And you chose to spend your day off doing that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I was marathoning the series, and I was like, might as well.
To his
You've
credit,
only
Shiroi,
yourself.
he had no way of knowing how bad it would get.
Oh, I did. I was well aware that this case
Oh,
was
right.
bad.
And, well, okay, I have to commend you.
How many more times do I have to watch this stupid animation? I'm so
At least they're
tired of
cutting it off.
Wow,
just-
they really want you guys to be impressed. Okay. I guess back in the day, they really wanted people to be impressed to look at the technology of the DS. Shame that this
We
was kind of
spent
the
money
only...
on this. You bet we're gonna show it off.
I believe we are guilty of making a terrible mistake.
Oh,
Choosing this
dear.
case.
The crime didn't happen during the first set.
It's like Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal's going to
It
make
happened
Feel the
during the
Flow
second.
fucking t-shirt
During
catchphrase.
During
Pop
Lamiroir's
flying.
Well, at least no one's crying yet.
Well, I'm only familiar with the English dub, so I don't know about the
Feeling the
pop line, but-
flow.
If that is true, Then no one on stage during the second set could have been the shooter.
Well, what do you know? It looks like we are winning.
Which means that Darian Crescent could have done it.
Goodbye,
But at the same time,
alibi.
Machi could have not done it.
He wasn't on stage for the second set.
Which means Machi now has an alibi, considering how he was on stage during that set.
Although that still has to.
Oh, thank
explain,
God, SMB is back.
Although that still has to explain what the hell happened with placing the bodies of a victim and Machi on the stage.
Good question.
Fascinating.
Yes, Dante? Is everything okay?
No.
Jova,
Yes, Dante. Hey, Dante, you're getting a Netflix TV show made by the same guys who made Castlevania. You happy?
Hey, there's some people supposed to make a Zelda show, so we better be happy.
Dude, what? Okay, look. So let me just clarify something.
Off topic, can we just,
No, this case is bad.
No,
the
Dej, we
follow-up
gotta
feel bad.
persevere.
Yeah, and especially considering what we are getting actual answers for once.
We didn't end the
so-
part anyway, Deji, so...
Yeah, I'm just messing with you.
Sure, sure.
Careful, and spirit does episode. God,
He's just mad because we're beating him.
Yeah, this is based upon
Yeah.
A lot of assumptions in the courtroom.
Yes, is there a problem with
That's
this?
kind of how this works.
No problem, Herr Judge. Well, it's quite simple. We praise me to stop.
Yeah, pretty sure it's very painful.
What if she is lying? Protected the truth.
So hold on. 4 games
Objection!
in.
But you have no proof.
4 games and 3 trials in, and only now the prosecution raised the possibility of a testimony of a witness lying.
Well, now that it's convenient for him to, he does. You know.
Yeah.
Until we hear directly.
Oh, yes.
You don't mean...
Phoenix right.
Why, yes indeed, Your Honor.
Great.
The man of Becky Lynch. No.
So he is a friend and band member. Darian Crescent must take this.
Alright, guys, we're
Alright,
finally
chill
going
out.
to go
Boy.
against the final boss of this case.
I see that one, everyone.
Dude, seriously.
Hopefully we'll have injected Clavier with some calming medication.
What'll it be, 50cc or 100cc?
Someone get the horse tranquilizer.
Jova, to quote Deadpool's inner voice, fuck it, just use all of it.
Okay.
As a suspect to be right.
Can someone please take the clearly insane prosecutor out? Finally, the rat's coming out of his hole.
Oh, good joke, Airforehead. Yeah, rat coming
And
out
I'm
of
ready to
the hole.
catch him. Darian Christian, get ready for justice.
Hey, I'm supposed to be shark themed, not rat themed.
Is that the best catchphrase you have?
This is as good a time as any to pause for a brief recess.
I concur, Your Honor, actually.
The prosecution will sound the witness.
Yes, of course.
Have him here and ready by the time we begin, and stop giggling.
Your Honor, permission to use the horse tranquilizer gun.
I'm the last man who needs to be reminded of what his duties are.
Forget that. Get the horse chain gun.
It fits.
Very well. Court is adjourned for a 15-minute recess. And I can tell you a lot longer.
I'll take care of him.
To be continued.
And the laughter was heard throughout the court.
Echoes through the halls of the court.
As the organ music plays,
Spoilers.
showing a
Spoilers!
interlude.
Spoilers!
Oh
Uh,
man.
Yeah. In fact, it's so weird. The typewriter is slower than ever.
Wow, that was.
Hopefully, for the next part, we'll have injected the prosecution with enough tranquilizers.
Oh, yeah.
Or hit him with a baseball bat, whichever
keep-
works.
If we think about it, guys, if we use a truckload of it, should be able to keep him sane for 5 minutes.
If it doesn't
Alright,
kill
see ya,
him.
everybody.
See ya.
See ya.
Ta-ta!